Man. Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Hold you back down?
Yeah, man. Okay.
You good, brother?
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Xavier. I'm with Slug Productions. I record fighters and gym goers, and I make little hype videos for them. I try my best to make them like little movies for them, you know? So if you ever want your own hype video, just hit me up. Slug Productions.
Home of Alternative World, it's a clothing brand straight out of San Antonio. Pretty much one-on-one upcycled vintage clothing, if not just regular fresh blanks that I pick up that I really like, you know what I mean? The material I like. If not, it's vintage upcycled clothing that I just reuse to print on just because why not, you know what I mean? It's still fresh, it's still blank, it's still good to use. If anything is vintage, it's a little bit better, it's cooler, I like it. Yeah, just shop Home of Alternative World, you feel me? And stay safe out there. And also, shout out X1 Tattoo.
I'm Joey, man. I'm Joey Embroidery.
Yeah.
And then I do Texas Till Death. That's my brand that I'm been working on. And then do a bunch of originals. And I come out here in San Antonio and do markets all the time, you know? Through that experience of going to college and like learning about like clothing, because I was right next to fashion school, I ended up learning like a passion like 6 years later, and then I was like, this meets everything I want. I want to be my own boss. I want to be free to do what I want to do and be free from putting myself in a box. And even though I'm like working myself to death in a way, it's a labor of love. So like instead of working myself to death for a fucking douchebag faceless corporation, I'm doing what I love. That's the big thing, you know? Yeah. I lived in San Antonio for a majority of my life, but I moved to like Washington State. Then I came back to Texas, San Antonio. And then I went to Arizona for a year, and then I hated it, and I quit my job, and I came out and started this business because I hated my life. So I decided, hey, I hate my life. I want to love it and do what I'm doing. Whether I felt broke back then, at least if I feel broke now, I'm doing what I love. And then that was the ultimate goal, was like, I wanted to get back to loving myself and loving what I do. And then now I'm here. My brand, the lifestyle is really, at the end of the day, be yourself. My brand right now is Joey's Embroidery. That's what I do. Be yourself. I'm Joey, and I throw out what I want to do and what I love, and then find yourself to be business-minded and, you know, make your money and be an artist. And it's a really hard in between. Artists always have a really hard time of not monetizing what they do, but you got to, you know, you got to grow, you got to pay your bills, especially in this economy. You already know. So, you know, that's what I want people to know is believe in yourself and live how you want. And part of that is Texas Till Death, you know. Be yourself, have fun, and you know, I'm rolling out that advertisement now. You know, having fun with it. You know,
Hell yeah.
I don't know how to explain it other than that.
I'm a graphic designer and illustrator, and then like the screen printing is like my way of putting it on paper. I do markets every now and again, but it's like a fun side hustle, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a freelance designer during the day, and then by night I just print. I make crispy screen prints, and I welcome everybody to check out my art. It's for everybody. And I think if you check it out, you'll like it. Don't ever limit yourself to what you can do as an artist, and don't ever stop yourself from trying something new, because there's so many different avenues of making art that you won't know you're good at until you try it.
I'm Foggy Treatz. I make baked goods, both infused and non-infused. These are my besties, Marley and Davey. I like to eat them.
Okay.
So I come to every event just to eat them.
Okay.
My biggest, and then I bring my best friend, and she also eats them.
Yeah.
It's also like the arm candy. Yeah. I try to come up with really original edibles that nobody else are doing in the city. So y'all should definitely follow me and stay tuned, because I'm gonna make a lot of more really original edibles.
All right. Hell yeah.
The coldest you ever knew. The one with originality, baby. If you look at the smiley, it's hyphens, H-I-F-I-E-N-D-S. You can see it on the shirt. Make my own shirt. Basically, I'm an abstract artist, and then I'm making a brand off of it. The brand just started as far as clothing, so I'm doing that on the way it's coming. But the abstract artist, people wanted a series of smiley faces, so this is what I brought them. I've been doing art for like a year and a half, bro. Like full time.
Really?
But like I've always been creative, you know.
Oh,
But
okay.
like taking it serious and doing all that shit, at least a year and a half. Like after the pandemic, cause I had a job during the pandemic, but I didn't have time to do shit cause I was an essential worker. So after a while, I quit cause I made enough money without Walmart, and I just went at it. I did that shit. I started when my girl was pregnant. I put them to sleep. Or when they was newborn, put them to sleep, put them to sleep. I'll be in the garage 12 to 6 in the morning. The last show was crazy. I built my own wall because they told me I couldn't use nails.
Wait, you what?
I built my own wall. It's like a rolling wall.
Really?
Yeah. But they said I couldn't use nails, so that's why I brought it. But all this shit is taped up now.
Oh shit! You set up the wall?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it, but I had to buy a U-Haul. So fuck that. I did all this shit in my Honda.
It's called Smiley?
This one's called House of Fiends.
House of Fiends?
My ad name is High Fiends.
You already saw it? Y'all know High Fiends?
There's a fiend in everybody. You put in the work, you did your homework, and you made it happen. That's what the brand's about. You go and make your shit happen. Like,
Right.
you think for yourself and you do shit how you want to do it, ain't nobody stopping you. My mission is to bring originality back. Obviously, that's not gonna happen, but as long as I'm myself and bringing my own shit, not copying anything, not flipping any logos, like there's influence and inspiration, and then there's straight up copying shit. I'm just trying to bring I'm trying to bring big prints, something you see across the room and you're like, what is that? I want you to turn heads, so that's what the brand's about. Like, it's not for everybody, you know? It's for people who want to stand out. If you want to stand out, you wear some of my shit, they'll know. And eventually, you put in that work, like I'm putting in the work, and I'm not gonna stop either. And eventually to that day, it's gonna be fucking big as fuck one day. Y'all don't remember this shit. The favorite piece I'm gonna go with right here, I'm gonna go with this one right here. So we got the metallic. I did black, yellow, metallic. And I didn't like the way it started out, and I kept hitting it with paint, but it just kept sliding. Well, eventually it slid down, and now I got both eyes missing the mouth. And that's what it's about, because that's why the smiley face is all fucked up sometimes, because you're high, are you laughing, are you awkward, are you shy, are you nervous? Like, that's what the smiley's about. Are you on shrooms? Because that's what the main shit, that's why I done a couple trips and came back from it. And even on those trips, like, I come straight out of America, you know what I mean? And I just made it happen. It's a land of the free, so I'm gonna make myself free, and I'm gonna try and bring people with me. I'm gonna try and be original, but that piece right there is because it was melting, so the face is gone.
So
So
what's the name of the piece?
that one right there, if I could tell you right now, it's probably monochromatic. Something simple with it, a valid term.
I'm KLR. It's knowledge, love, respect. You gotta know yourself to love yourself, and if you don't love yourself, you can't respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? How do you expect everyone else to do that for you? You gotta do it yourself. So pretty much it's a brand for yourself. It's about loving yourself, respecting yourself, and then rocking shit that you find, you know, appealing to yourself. Like, I make a whole bunch of designs. See, you know what I'm saying? Going to work, like, I need a break. I'm tired of going to work. I want to do what I want to do. I want to pursue the things I want to pursue. Not just be stuck in a rat trap. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely evolved. In the beginning, I used vinyl press. Then I got into screen printing. And from screen printing, I went into sewing and embroidery.
Wow.
And now I'm just doing everything as is. Still printing. I still like having the simple t-shirts. I want something, a little bit of everything. Like, if you want something high-end, I got you. If you want something a little bit on the lower end, I got you. Making hats, I'm starting to make custom stuff. Like, this is all made by me, 100% custom. You know, just trying to do the work. Only this lamb. So I pretty much had to go high and low to find this lamb. You couldn't go to Walmart, you couldn't go to Target, I had to go to Goodwill. And what I did was pretty much just make it a purse. Fully functional, you know what I'm saying? Big enough, fit your phone, your wallet, your babe, whatever you need. All up in here. And it was really lamb for like a holiday. Just said 2011 with a little snowflake. Took the little slash off, put a new one, made it wearable, and pretty much ready to go. It looks adorable as hell. I love it. I didn't think I'd make something like this. Spur of the moment type deal. And if I didn't make it then, I would have completely forgot about it and it wouldn't be here. So it's definitely a one-to-one. I want you to know it's about you. It's always about you first. Nothing else matters. It's all about you.
I've been doing barbecue for about a year and a half now. Well, probably about a year. I just started the burgers probably 3 months ago, and I perfected them to where they're really fucking good. I actually I studied fashion in college. That's actually what I want to do.
Really?
Yeah, I studied fashion design. I'm a really good designer. I need a lot of money to do what I want, but I've always loved food. So I'm gonna build this up. Hopefully it's bringing enough money to where I can work on fashion and this and like kind of focus on fashion more, having someone run the kitchen for me. Work your ass off. Anything you do. I don't have to be culinary, design, whatever. Work your fucking ass off, put in enough hours, you're gonna get good.
Hey yo, what's up? How's it going? My name's Tia. I am Transcendental Creative.
What is Transcendental Creative?
This is my jewelry brand. It's a all repurposed and recycled jewelry brand. So all of my jewelry is made from repurposed stained glass and repurposed jewelry that has been thrifted or found or gifted. And I just make all this cool art with it. That's the Transcendental Creative.
All right.
This one, because these colors look super good when they refract light. I'm like, yellow is like the sunshine, and the sunshine brings me joy and energy. And then this like, it's almost, you can't really tell, but it's like a teal color, and teal reminds me of the ocean. Like, I'm from an island called Guam, so it always just brings me back home. So, and it also kind of has these cool wavy pieces in there that remind me of waves, and yeah, this is my favorite pair right here. I keep looking at it, I keep telling everybody, if you don't buy this, I'm gonna take it home, and I never do. It's still on the table 2 months later. So, this beautiful pair, it could be yours. That I do everything with a purpose, you know, everything is made with love, it's made out of love, and it's made to spread the energy with you. It's made to like, give you something that will create joy in your life and people around you as well. It's like this sense of community that I've felt in being an artist has brought me so much joy, and I want that to be a part of what your daily life entails. So that's what I want you to remember. Just do it. Just pursue it. Don't fear regret over failure, because you're always going to regret it if you don't do it. If you fail, you fail. You can get up and start again. You can do it again. There's always a redo. So fear regret over failure. Don't do anything else. Just do it. Like, don't be scared. Being scared will bring you nothing. Just live in the fear, feel it, embrace it, because it's gonna bring you everything you ever wanted. Be uncomfortable. It's worth it.
All right.
Binjamin the Dumpster. It's my first children's book. It's about a dumpster that wishes he could fly. Because sometimes we have dreams that are not meant for us, but we need to hold on to them to get us where we need to be. And pick this up, you can find out what happens. I'm David Smith. I go by Smitty. I don't really consider myself an author, but this book is my first one that put me in that category. This book was very therapeutic for me to help me get through some rough times. So I hope that if you do pick this up, that it will enlighten you and help you get through something if you're struggling right now. So I did music. I did a producer. I mean, I still do music, but it all happened after I moved out to LA. I'm from San Antonio. I moved out to LA for about 7 years. It's doing well, and then hit a wall and lost everything at the same time. Survived for another couple years and then decided, hey, I'm gonna move back to San Antonio. Being a producer of music, that was my identity. So when I felt like I lost that, I felt like I lost myself. Until one day I'm standing outside the warehouse with a 100-yard stare down an alley when a dump truck comes and loads up a dumpster, lifts it up in the air, and I thought, man, that has to be that dumpster's favorite moment. And for that moment, I was kind of jealous of this imaginary happiness that I imagined this dumpster was having that I wasn't. Because at that point, I had been so miserable in such a low point to where I was jealous of that. Man, why does this dumpster get to be happy and I don't? So, and then when that hit me, I laughed and I said, hey, that's kind of funny. And it started picking me up out of like a low place. And that was like 2017. So 2021 is when I finally, this year is when I finally put it out, 22. So that whole time, that story is something I carried with me to just kind of lift me up. And so I said, you know what? I gotta, and I would tell people about it, and they would light up. And I said, you know what? I gotta make it real. And so eventually, I said, like I said, not really an author, but I had to do what I can to publish this on my own. So the illustrator is Mauro de la Fierra, amazing graffiti artist, amazing muralist, amazing artist in general. Was working on his own series of books, and we're currently working on the second book, which is called Pepito the Hermit Crab, which is there's Easter eggs in here for it too, so you'll see it coming. From the book is that just because we don't have the capacity or ability to see something or envision something now, don't let that stop you from moving forward, because if you pick up the book, you'll find out that what happens for Binjamin at the end of the story is something so perfect for him that it's a perfect fit for him. But the thing is that he couldn't have imagined, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what's going to happen. It would have never crossed his mind, couldn't have fathomed it. And for us in life, there's something for us that maybe we're just not able to conceive, to think of, to perceive at all. So, but that doesn't mean it's not there. So just hold on, hang on, and keep pushing, because you will finally get there. And you may not recognize it, but you'll figure it out. So this was my Kickstarter. This was like the special edition, which is actually, it had, where are you? These are my mini bin figures.
Oh, wow.
So these, and I had about 5 or 6 of these. So this is the revamped model of this one. So this is the, I'm not making this one anymore. This one went out with the Kickstarter, with the first donors, but these are super glued on. These kept breaking off. So decided to shrink it down, and I just added like magnets to everything, so there's less risk of it breaking off, and you kind of just have your own little diorama.
Wow.
All of this, it started here. All of this was like, yo, I want a toy, you know, I want a figure, I want a monito, I want something to hold on to. So I just grabbed some clay, and I was like, all right, you know, cool. You can re-bake clay, so you can bake it, add to it, bake it, and so I just piece by piece started building characters and models, and you know, I did each of these individually and glued them together. Made a silicone mold, and then cast it in resin, so I can duplicate these as many times as I want. And I would say my favorite part is the book, and second favorite is all my little little creations, because again, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have been thinking peripherally to do those. I would say, first off, to write, the whole process is difficult. You know, don't kid yourself as far as self-publishing, but the idea, start with an idea. If you want to self-publish, there are tons of means to do it on your own. It is challenging, but it is so rewarding when you finally pull through, because this, I think, took me about a year. I've had this story since 2017, and finally started working on it like hard late 2018, 19, yeah, and finally popped, or no, 19, sorry, and then went really heavy with it, 21 or 22, sorry, and the next book is already in progress. And I want to get that out fast, but it's probably going to take me about a year to get all the artwork right, to make sure that you know, you're not overdoing it, to have to go through get your words, get it proofread. I mean, there's so many little parts to it. Even the mapping out. If you're going to do it on your own, mapping out of the book. So I say that to say that if you want to do it, learn every aspect of it, because you can do it on your own, and really get your idea out to the world. Because outside of this, I mean, I was just telling people the story. I was just like, hey, this is what this is. And one day it'll be a story, and you know, but it was that like that for so many years. So if you have a story that's on your heart, you think it's great, put it out, see what people think. And I've been very blessed. A lot of people, I've been getting shown so much love. It's crazy. So yeah, just like you said, I touched on it. Just keep going. You know, you got the idea. Don't give up on it because you don't know where it's gonna take you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, man, thank you for asking, and thank you for keep showing your interest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously.